Hello guys, welcome back. It's Sakshi Kakade. So in today's lecture, we are going to see very interesting 10 C programming quiz questions. I hope that you will like it. So please watch until the end. So let's get started with the first question. So here the first question is, what will be the output? So here first, int I is initialized with the value of 48, and in the printf statement we are going to print I twice, having two different types of format specifier. First one is %c and second one is %d. So for the %c format specifier, we have the ASCII value for number 48 is 0. So for %c it will print 0, and for %d it will print 48, which is integer. So the output for our question will be 048, which is option D. Hope you understand. So let's go to the next question. So in this question, what will be the size of following union declaration? So here three types of data types are declared. First one is integer, second one is character, and then it is float. We all know that the size for integer data type is 2 bytes, for character it is 1 byte, and for float it is 4 bytes. So the total over here will be 7 bytes. So the size of the following union declaration will be 7 bytes, that is option B. Let's go to the next question. Here three values are initialized having integer data type, that is C equals to 2, D equals to 5, E equals to 10, and A is declared having integer data type. So first it will go to this one, that is A equals to C. Now the value of C is 2, so it will be assigned to A. Now A becomes 2. We all know that 2 is a non-zero value, so this statement becomes true and it will print this one, that is D is greater than 1 or E is greater than 1. Here the value for D is 5. 5 is greater than 1, true, or E is having value 10, that is greater than 1, it is again true. We all know that true or true is always true, so it will go to the first one, that is 100, and it will print the value 100. If this statement becomes false, it will print this one, that is 200. But for our question it becomes 2, so we will get an output of 100. So A becomes 100. So the output is option B, A equals to 100. Let's go to the next question. So here static int I is declared. You should note this point. This is really a very important point, that whenever we declared any int with static, so its default value always will be equals to 0, and this is very simple question, as we have printed only I. So as it is static int, so it will give the value 0. So the output for our question will be 0, that is I equals to 0. So the option is A. Let's go to the next one. Again here int x is 0, it is initialized, and static int y is also initialized 0. But though if it is initialized or not initialized, static int is always having default value as 0. Let us see x and y. X initially is having value 0 and y is also having value 0. So we will go to the function first one. So here as x is 0, y is 0, so x increment by, it is post increment, so by incrementing x plus plus and y plus plus, the value of 0 becomes 1 and the value of y becomes 1. So it will print %d dash %d, so it will print 1 dash 1 for the first function. Then again for the second function, now the value of x is again initialized as 0, so the value of 0 x again becomes 0. But for static, the value remains as it is as 1. This is a very important point you should note. And again the increment is done, x is incremented and y is incremented by 1. So here 0 becomes 1 and 1 becomes 2. So by printing %d dash %d, we get 1 dash 2. So the output which matches to this here is option D. So the option D will be the output for this question. This is very important question and you should note this one. So let's go to the next one. Here an array is declared having 4 elements in it. Let's draw it. The first element, that is y of 0, is 6. The second element, that is y of 1, is 7. Y of 2 is 8 and y of 3 is 9. Here pointer equals to y plus 2. That this is y of 0, this is y of 1, this is y of 2 and this is y of 3. So y plus 2 means the pointer will go to this, that is pointer of 0, it will go to the 8 digit place. Now we are going to print pointer of 1. Now as this is pointer of 0, the next one will be the pointer of 1, which is having the value 9. So here the output what we get in this question is 9, which is option D. So the answer for this question is 9, that is option D. Let's go to the next one. So here what happens, we are going to printf is given in condition. So what will happen, first of all, the printf will be printed. So it will print, that is C question bank. Now in such type, if printf is given in if condition, then what happens, the characters of this is counted. As in this question the number of character of this is non-zero value, so if of non-zero it becomes true, so it will print the first one. If this is false, it will print this, but here it becomes true, so it will print I know C. So in continuation with this, as /n is not given, so in continuation with this it will again print I know C. So here the option suitable with our output is option C. So this will be the output for our question. Let's go to the next one. This is again also a very important question. So here first call of x is defined as hash x, and we are going to print call of C/C++. But what happens, we think that it will print hash of C/C++. But what happens in this question, it is not going to print the hash one, that is it will only print the C/C++. So the output which is suitable with this is option D. This is very important point, you all should note this. Let's go to the next one. This is the very similar question to the last one. Again a message is defined as union is /power of C, and we are going to print the message. But what happens here also, slash is not taken in the output, that is we only get the output as union is power of C. So the output similar to this is option B. Option C is not similar because the P over here is capital, whereas in this question the P is small. So the output over here will be option B, which is union is power of C. So you must note that this is very important point. Let's go to the next question, and this is the last question for our today's quiz. So here initially two variables are declared having integer data type. Now a is given in means initializes 1, 3, 15. This is not an error, but what happens here over is the value from this 3, the first value is always initialized to the variable. So here a becomes 1. Similarly, you may think that b will be initialized with the value 2, but in this case it is not possible because brackets are used. So in such cases, when brackets are given, the last value of the bracket is assigned to the variable, that is b becomes 6. You must note that whenever brackets are used in such cases, then the last value is assigned to the variable, and whenever brackets are not given, then the first value will be assigned to the variable. So here we are going to print the value of a plus b, that is 1 plus 6, which is 7. So here the output suitable with this is option C, which is 7. So I hope that you all have liked this all 10 questions. You must go on practicing, and thank you for listening and watching to the video. Thank you.